Hi guys, welcome back to GameHog's Top 5. Today we're counting down the top 5 games that let us down.
At number 5, it's Assassin's Creed Syndicate. 2015 was considered a transformative year for open-world games, with standout releases like The Witcher 3 and Metal Gear Solid 5. Unfortunately, Assassin's Creed didn't quite live up to those standards. Syndicate is based in Victorian London and revolves around the usual spiel of the Templars versus Assassins. With bugs up the arse, bad controls, and a story that started to stagnate, the game instantly divided the fan base. After the launch, many websites reported on missing textures on characters, as well as broken controls, making the game a lot harder. The game seemed like a rushed and strung-out effort, and led Ubisoft to take a hiatus from the games for a year, hopefully in order to improve the quality and diversity of their future installments, or more likely to release the new movie. Number 4. The Order 1886. The Order 1886 is an action-adventure game set in 1886 in an alternative history London. The game follows the legendary Knights of the Round Table as they battle to keep the world safe from half-breeds, such as werewolves and vampires, as well as organizations rebelling against the government. The game was set to be a huge success with an original story idea, an original setting, and superb-looking graphics. However, the game had a host of issues prior to its release, with a video appearing on YouTube showing the entire game. This video contained negative elements that had long been rumored, i.e. a short story, mundane gameplay, and an over-reliance on cutscenes. With huge negative press and an underwhelming output, the game was widely considered a letdown. Number 3. Star Wars Battlefront. Star Wars Battlefront is a first-person shooter set in the original trilogy of the Star Wars universe. The game is a long-awaited follow-up to Star Wars Battlefront 2, released in 2005, which is widely considered to be one of the best Star Wars games ever made. Because of this, it led to the new iteration of Battlefront to come as a disappointment. Fans of the previous games were expecting a strong single-player campaign, as well as a fun, fast-paced multiplayer mode. Sadly, neither of these were delivered. A lack of a true single-player campaign and a slightly buggy experience left a few fans disappointed. On top of this, they announced 4 DLC packs without having a name for them or any idea of their content, which was a bit of a dick move. EA also announced that they would not be releasing content related to the most recent film, The Force Awakens, once again letting fans down. Number 2. Evolve. Evolve was a 4-person co-op shooter where 4 players have to hunt down a giant monster which is controlled by another player. While the human's objective is to kill the monster's objective is to eat wildfire and evolve to make themselves stronger. Evolve was released with a myriad of problems from the outset. Despite positive reviews from spineless media types, the game suffered from a poor progression system, a weak narrative, and a ludicrous amount of DLC that was announced on release. This is a perfect example of how corner-cutting and a desire for money leads to a disastrously weak product with little replay value. This far into the game's release, a lot of the game's servers are barren, meaning it takes forever to get into a game and play it. The game's marketing was on point, capturing the audience with a brilliant reveal trailer. However, failing to deliver promises with your product makes you a disappointment in the eyes of gamers. Finally, at number 1, it's Destiny. Destiny was poised to be one of the biggest games of all time, being Bungie's first game since Halo Reach. With an alleged budget of over $500 million and a hype only rivaled by Star Wars, the game was ready to be adored by the globe when it was released in 2014. Unfortunately, it wasn't. Destiny's gameplay and story came as a huge disappointment when compared to what pre-release footage of the game seemed to show. The footage showed characters and scenes that never appeared, and the pre-release interviews with developers named planets and mechanics that didn't end up appearing. Destiny's gameplay was also criticized for being incredibly short, and then subsequently padded out over DLC, which admittedly wasn't too awful. Destiny still does have some replay value after all the updates, patches, and DLC, but failing to deliver after it was built up so much made it a disappointment for many gamers everywhere. Well guys, we hope you enjoyed this top 5 list. If we left out your favourite game, let us know in the comment section. Be sure to like and subscribe for more top 5 videos.